Okay, I really hate doing these videos, by the way, but whatever. Um, anyhow, these are some posts that I did on Facebook. It's talking about the ability to cool the Earth on a localized level. Um, Basically, these new solar cells, they're able to capture wavelengths at 44% efficiency. Now, if it's 40% of all the energy from the sun that also heats up the earth. But instead, you collect that and then you take out 50% for energy transfer, and then two-thirds of it given to power the laser, and then one-third of it is the actual of that energy is the actual beam that gets sent out into space. Um, and that and then you also have to take out for the space that you're not covering. So if you're using this to cool down Las Vegas or Eastern California, Sacramento, Death Valley, you cool down Death Valley, it's gonna, you know, then it's not gonna, then Death Valley is not gonna heat the other places next up to it as hot. And that's the best place to cool. It's where it gets the hottest. Anyhow, this should lead to a drop in temperature by, about 15 degrees in a 120 degree city, I'm guessing. Um, of course, that heat would come from, there would be heat coming from the outside, but with a large enough area. So let's say you did, 200 miles around Las Vegas, right? Um, and that cooling effect was to cool that whole area, but the hot air would still come in to where you're not collecting the energy. Well, you're still going to have temperatures of, 15, 20 degrees on the strip that are cooler than elsewhere, and that's where the billions of dollars are. So I think this is really something that needs to be looked into. And I've heard of solar cells reaching 80% um, or more efficiency, and those are just in R&D, but they are realistic, but they would cost a lot. But if we put billions of dollars into it, you know, that would be, make it cool down more. Anyhow, I really think that investing in this is a way to cool down, at least locally, different areas like, you know, any desert areas all along the equator. Um, and you have things that say breakthrough could triple the energy collected. Um, this one in the documentation says that um, says that they say that they can capture all the wavelengths of the solar spectrum, and they say that they could be current solar cells are able to convert into electricity about 20% of the energy received from the sun, but now they're saying that it's going to collect 60% of the energy received from the sun. So it's not saying just some rays of light. It's talking about 60% of the energy received from the sun. So, I mean, that's really worth looking into. Um, and this idea, I put it out there, I think at least a year ago, and still nobody seems to care. It's just ridiculous.